Everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
So we are live here with the Huffs, Larry and Saucy,
Hey,
and
everybody.
hopefully we're broadcasting simultaneously on Madam Mayor's Adventures. On the phone, I'm not seeing it yet. So
I don't know.
this is a test bank here, what we're doing. So you may have to put in I'll have her drop in the chat, in our chat, to come over and see what happens. Oh, wait, it's going now.
Is it?
Yep, it's a little delayed. It's going now. So we're good.
YouTube is
I
slow.
think we are.
So, yep, I think we're, if you see us on Madam Mayor's channel, give us a confirmation in the chat. Oh, it looks like we do have it. Okay, there we go. All right. So
I see Georgie.
Hey, Georgie.
See Georgie and Nancy.
Hey,
Paul.
Georgie, welcome to the channels.
Yeah, this has been a little bit of a challenge today trying to figure out how to get this going, but I think y'all did a good job. I think we're getting out on both of them.
Yeah, I think it's worked out pretty well. And we had Veteran Nation. He may join us at some time during this thing. And he was working with us because he's really the smart guy behind Restream. We don't claim to be those people.
Hi, Jason.
We're hoping to be those people.
I don't know anything about anything, and that's the way I like it.
Because I think it's real smart. I think it's smart to do collaborations when you're,
Sure.
a smaller style channel that's,
We don't know where Skipper went.
Well, if y'all are smaller, we're smallest.
It's good to be small.
Skipper. I got Skipper coming in now.
Oh, okay.
Welcome
Hey,
aboard,
Melanie.
Skipper.
Hey there.
Welcome. First, we always like to thank our moderators. They do a great job on keeping the riffraff out of our chat. And we appreciate you guys.
Everybody's in hats. Look at
Hey,
this.
yeah. I like the skipper's hat. Look, you look like a skipper.
Wow.
Oh, I don't have one of those.
I'll be Gilligan. You can be Skipper and I'll be Gilligan. How
I
about
got
that?
one of these. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
I need a cruise hat.
But this is a cruise chat, so we're gonna cruise it up.
I'm like Skipper though. This gets a little warm after a little while.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
That's what I forgot to say. With a little fan.
Goodness.
I see Melanie in there. Hey, Melanie.
Yeah, she's got good. We got good people, good moderators.
She said, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll throw that out there. If you're watching on our channel, make sure you go subscribe to Madam Mayor's Adventures and Skipper. Veteran Nation. I went blank.
And Forever Huff's Living.
He's on
There
a
you
snack break right now.
Yeah, what we have, Skipper.
I got me some Panera soup.
See,
Oh,
like
there
last
you
time
go.
he was on, he was eating
He eats a lot.
probably every day.
I do that.
So we do have a lot to talk about. So we'll just kind of dive into it. And Larry, you're probably the senior advocate on this subject. We're talking about cruising, the tips, and the lessons learned. And anybody can chip in. If you're in the chat and you have something to add, chip in, and maybe one of us will catch it, and we'll entertain questions and answers.
Yeah. I don't know that I'm the expert. We have done a lot of cruises. You're right there, but it's more her thing than it is mine. So she's the expert. I'm the payee. I'm the luggage handler. I'm the driver. I'm that sort of stuff. But she's the planner and the real.
Packer and
Oh yeah.
Order.
packer and unpacker.
So yeah, we've been on 40-something cruises. You guys have done how many? One. Skipper's done 2. So I think this is pretty good because we're going to get to look at 2 different ends of the spectrum today of all of this stuff. So
That's kind of like Love and Marriage. Love and Marriage.
Did you go watch that show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would advise anybody when you go to that show, do not raise your hand to get on that stage.
I would never.
No.
They do not give them enough of a prize to even do that.
Oh no, and
They
they
asked some stuff on
they
there.
asked some very personal questions on there.
Yes, they do.
So they picked on our boat. Now, different boats can do different things from what we hear. Larger boats, they have all their own entertainment people. But
Yeah.
on our cruise, they pick from the crowd. So what they did to stage the three couples they used is who's been married the longest
Yeah.
and
They do
who's
that
been
on all
married
of
the
the shows.
shortest. And then they picked one in the middle and they went around the room, and that took like forever, 20, 30 minutes for them.
There were
to
so
pick.
many people that wanted to go on there.
It was a popularity contest for who the middle couple was going to be.
So let me throw one little story out there about that. We went on one, and the youngest couple literally got married the first day of the cruise.
Oh my.
Before the ship left, the family came on the ship, and they had the wedding on the ship, and then all the family left, and they stayed on the ship for their honeymoon. They ended up being the youngest couple in the newlywed game. And one of the
Wow.
questions they asked them is, where is the strangest place you've ever had whoopee?
Yeah, I think they
And-
asked that too.
Well, their answer was in the closet in their stateroom.
In the closet.
So I had two questions there. One, why? But number two, they were
Very large.
large.
Yeah, I want
And the
that.
next question was how?
Right.
So yeah, that's my first piece of advice on this. If you go to the Love and Marriage show, do not volunteer to get on the stage.
No way.
And all they got was like a lanyard medallion and a cheap bottle of wine. That's all they got.
Yeah,
Like,
They should have at least gave them a nice steak dinner and a massage.
something.
Something.
maybe some room credits or something. I mean, come on, man. They put it all out there.
Somebody asked a question
Somebody asked a question.
about
Sansa said,
cruising in bad weather. What do you do?
"Hold on."
Hang on.
Oh, good question.
You take some Dramamine and stay in your room.
Yeah.
They try to avoid the weather the best they can. Sometimes you may miss a port.
Yeah.
It's all for the safety of the passengers.
We
So,
we don't take anything like Dramamine or anything. We never have, and we've never gotten sick. And we've been on some that have been a little
really,
rough,
really
know.
rough.
But we don't find it that bad. Even what was considered to be a rough one, we didn't think it was that bad. But I don't know if that helps anybody.
Dramamine, but didn't use it.
Yeah, we had beautiful weather. We were blessed. It didn't rain. It didn't storm. It didn't do anything. It
Was
was
it warm?
gorgeous for 7 full days.
Yeah, it was a good temperature.
Ours
was
was pretty
72 to
cold. It was right
76.
before y'all, and ours was really cold.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Ours was just about getting to be a little too warm towards the end. So it was good.
Yeah.
So the Huffs and Skipper went on a cruise together, one that we didn't join. We were joining, but we had a situation that disallowed that. So we took another cruise just the following week. They went to the Bahamas. We ended up going to Turks and Caicos, San Juan, Puerto Rico, and St. Thomas, Virgin Islands on a 7-day. And the weather was phenomenal. It was in the 70s every day. It got a little hot toward the end, like touching 80, which was hot to us.
We just had that crazy cold front
Yeah.
that come through the whole
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, ours was kind of cold, but it wasn't as cold as it was here.
I might be taking another one. I was approached at work. Apparently, there's one that's going from San Diego to Ensenada on 4th of July weekend. And it's going to be in San Diego Harbor for the 4th of July fireworks. So
Nice.
I might be on that one.
Where does it go?
Ensenada, Mexico.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just a 4-day.
I might even only be a 3-day.
Okay.
I know it's real short, just a little weekender, but a couple people from work are going to be on it.
Okay.
That should be fun.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
One thing you have to remember, I'm glad you brought up the 3 and 4 day short cruises. We have found that the short ones like that are really party cruises. Well, with Carnival, let me go ahead and throw that out. We've done almost all of our cruising with Carnival. We're starting to branch out now and do some others. But those 3 and 4 days where people really don't have to take off work, they can make a weekend out of it or something. It's usually a younger crowd, and it's a really party atmosphere that can get pretty rowdy. And we're older, we like
We're
the
past
more.
that.
We're past that. So we've gotten to where we won't hardly do a 3 or 4, maybe even 5-day cruise. If it's set, it got to be 7 days or more for us to do it, because you generally get an older crowd, a little more laid back crowd, and less kids. Now, we love kids, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got, and I guess I'm throwing that out there for the person that's never cruised before. If you want to go party and have a good time, then don't worry about how long it is. But if you're more seasoned and age like we are, and you want a little more laid back, we lean to the longer cruises. It kind of is a little more laid back.
Yes, and we like the longer cruises. And I'm going to lead into one of the first questions, since we're right on the hot button topic. What cruise length is best value? Because we noticed it was only about $500 more to go an extra 7 days than it was to go 7 days. Like you could get
Talking about doing a back-to-back?
Well, a 14-day.
versus a 7 day. They're
Okay.
only a few $100s more. So that would seem to me to be a better value. You're getting
It would
twice
be
the length.
a better value. You just have to look at where they're going and if you want to stay gone that long.
Well, yeah.
And some are just about double price. So you look at that and say, well, I can do 2 cruises, for the same price.
Your port fees and taxes is controlled by the port you're going to and the country you're going to. They're the ones that charge that.
The port fees, yeah.
So a lot of your higher end or more expensive cruises, a lot of times it's because of where they're going. They have to pay more to go port in there.
Now, in talking about that, thank you, Jason. Appreciate that. The super chat from Jason.
All right. Let's see. I should be able to share.
He
that.
said his favorite cruise was a 20-day repositioning cruise.
Oh, wow.
We did 21 days, but it was actually 2. It was a 10-day and a 11-day, but they were back to back. Left New Orleans and went and ended in Puerto Rico, and then started again and come back to New Orleans. So it was, some people didn't do but half of it. We did the whole thing.
Wow. Did you like it?
Oh yeah, that I could have stayed some more.
We are more interested in the longer cruises.
Yeah.
Because we really don't have to be back for anything. We're full-time retired, and
they're fun.
yeah, they're fun. I can go 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. I mean, come on.
Wow.
Jimba asked a question about vertigo.
Didn't
I personally
our
have
weather was perfect.
myself, but the cruising has never affected it. Now put me on a roller coaster. I can't do those anymore.
Yeah, especially when you're inside of the ship. Yeah, you'll feel it rocking, but it doesn't. At least I've never experienced seasickness.
No.
And they say the best places on the cruise is to be on the lower floor in the front for less movement. The higher you're up, the more the boat wants to go like that.
That's when it rocks you to sleep.
It depends on how much it's doing that, I guess.
Right.
We kind of like to be in the middle of the ship, about midways. I like to get to where I can use the stairs. For example, let's say deck 7. If we're on deck 7, I'm 2 decks below Lido, and I'm 2 decks above 5, where all the shopping and
On most of the Carnival.
on most ships. So, and I'm in the middle of the ship because that's where we plan our room at. So I don't have to worry about elevators. Sometimes it can be pretty difficult to get an elevator. Hey, kitty cat.
Oh,
He wants to be on
One
the
time
screen.
the elevators got tight on our ship was boarding. They're trying to get the luggage carousel.
Yeah, they got a bunch of them blocked.
Yeah.
and we've walked up 11 decks before just because we couldn't get an elevator.
Yeah.
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 We did all stairs like the first day and a half, and my calves were on fire.
Yeah.
That
You
first
get
day
your
is
workout.
rough. After
Yeah.
a couple of days, I kind of get used to it. But that's why we kind of plan our room to where if elevators are a problem, we're within 2 decks either way to get to stuff. We don't have to do 7, 8 decks or
No,
what
we
happened.
were on the
Let me
first
address the
batch.
question. Somebody asked if we've ever done a European cruise, and the answer is no, we have not.
Would love to.
We haven't, but we've looked at them.
Yeah,
We
need
would-
some more money for that.
We'd like to do a Greece. We think that would be
Yeah.
cool to see. And if they had a boat to Israel, we'd be on that one.
I actually did see a cruise that stopped in Israel.
Oh,
I don't think I would want to go
I don't
right
know that I'd
now.
want to go right
not
now.
right now.
No, not right now.
We'll wait
No,
for those.
This one started, I believe, in Italy, hit Greece, hit Turkey, Israel, and Egypt, and that was the.
Wow, that's
Oh,
cool.
Egypt would be cool.
Midships.
Hiya, Ed.
Another one I want to do is a transatlantic. We almost did a transatlantic, bringing a new ship from England over to Galveston.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So the ship that we were on was an Italian themed ship. It's an
Right.
older ship, but it was
Furby.
refurbished.
Yeah,
And it's the Venezia, and everything on it was Italian, like Italian decor.
It was
Italian. It was
beautiful.
a beautiful ship. And at dinner, we sat with other couples so that we could learn from the more seasoned people. And a lot of the people were saying, yeah, you want to stay away from the big ships because there's too much entertainment. There's going to be more kids. And you're not going to get to everything. And it's just too big a ship for all the moving around and trying to get to everything. And they actually chose that ship because it was the perfect size. It was right around 4,000 people, where the bigger ones can have 7,000 people. That's twice as many people.
I've
And
done.
that was their take
Yeah.
on that.
Well, in that, you'd have to try a bigger ship because
Yeah.
I like a bigger ship
Mm.
because there's more places to spread out. You're not crowded, more places to eat. So like on, which we were on the Vista, and I would say a bigger ship, but not quite as big as some of the others.
Yeah.
And, Lido gets kind of crowded.
Yes.
Yeah.
But when you're on those bigger ships, there's other places people go, to eat lunch or eat dinner, or, it's just more room to spread out, even though there's more people.
I share the sentiment that those people you talk to have. I'd rather do the mid-sized ship. The big ship is so big, you really can't discover and do everything the ship has to offer.
That's why you need 2 weeks.
in one cruise.
You need 2 weeks.
Hey, let's clear up something real quick before we go any further. If there's people out there that have never cruised before, you will not fall off of a ship.
No.
You just can't. These people that fall off the ship, they were doing something stupid. They were climbing on a rail, or
It kind of makes me mad to hear they say
yeah.
they fell
So
off.
I
They
just
didn't
want
fall.
to clear that up. Well, that plus you're not going to hit an iceberg in the Gulf of America. Not down.
And
No,
if
but a lot of
you-
people really worry about falling off a ship, and I just want to go ahead and say you will not fall off these ships. They are.
I was reading about the Titanic and hitting an iceberg, and it actually was the perfect storm that sunk the ship. They were trying to turn and miss it. Had they turned a little sooner or turned later and hit it straight on, they said the ship would likely not have, even hitting it straight on, would not likely not have sunk.
Yeah.
But because it turned slightly and hit it, almost like it hooked a bowling turn right into the second pin, it hit right into a more vulnerable area of the ship instead of the front of the
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah.
Interesting
And that makes sense.
tidbit. Yeah, it does make sense.
But I just wanted to throw that out there. You're not going to fall off a ship, not unless you're doing something stupid that you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Hold my beer. Watch this.
Right.
Florida man. Florida man.
Hey, I've seen lately, I don't know if y'all seen this, but I know maybe it was Carnival. I don't know, but they're really cracking down on it. I didn't know this was a thing, but people are dragging their mattress out onto the balcony and sleeping on the balcony.
That's crazy.
I didn't know you could do that.
And they're putting a stop to it, But it's sad because everything that they have to stop.
Somebody's done it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, somebody's done it, but the way they stop it is the only way they can get people to stop doing it is they ban them from cruising on that cruise line for life. It's not a warning. It's not a fine. It's like, you can't come back, So.
Wow.
People are silly.
Carnival is trying to clean up.
So
Yeah,
They are.
Carnival's had a bad rap over the last few years. They're getting pretty bad rap, so they're trying to clean it up a little bit. But
And
all right, what's another good question?
travel
fact,
insurance.
they are the biggest cruise line, Carnival is. So keep that in mind.
Travel insurance. Thumbs up. Yeah.
Travel insurance.
Well, up with a caveat.
If you only are traveling just maybe once a year, it would pay to do the one-time thing on a ship, a cruise. Because we cruise a lot, I buy the yearly insurance through Travel Insurance of America, I think is what it's called.
Which we did through USAA. We called
Okay.
them, and it's one of their
preferred people.
preferred companies or whatever. They turned us on to this company, and it covers us anytime we travel outside 150 miles from our home.
Wow.
As long as we have, like if we're, say when we went to Alaska and just flew over there, it covered us because we had plane tickets. Or if you got a hotel or something, you covered, but just to leave the house,
Yeah, I mean, we've got a hunting camp, or
it doesn't cover just going to hunting
it's
camp.
more than 150 miles, but we own it, and we're not really going on vacation, say, you know what I mean? It's not really a vacation, so it doesn't cover that. But if you've got a hotel room or plane tickets or whatever, you can show that you're actually traveling, and anything you do outside of 150 miles, and it costs about what you would pay for one cruise if you bought it through them?
It's about $180 something for a year.
180 a year.
That's
So you
good
For
can't
the
beat
two
that.
of us.
That's good.
I'd-
When we were in the Turks, there was 2 different people that got medevaced. And
Right. And it covers, see that insurance that I'm talking about covers the medical. It wouldn't cover certain things it wouldn't cover, if I had to cancel.
Does it-
I could add that.
Does it cover the
I could
flight?
add it to my thing
Like the
before we left the
medevac
house.
flight back to the States? That could be very expensive.
Yeah.
Right. So you never know.
So our recommendation on that is check with your insurance company. Ask them. They might have a policy, or at least can refer you to a company that has a good policy. But it's much cheaper to buy it this way for the year than it is to do it each individual.
If you're going to do
cruise.
more than one, because it depends on how much your room is how much the cost of the insurance is.
yeah.
So somebody
So if
wants,
you got an inside,
somebody wants
this
to know,
just-
what can you do on a cruise? Oh my goodness. There's unlimited food. There's, they have a
Eat and
gym,
eat.
a spa, they have
Casino.
swimming, they have casinos, they have
hot
They have
tub,
walking and workout equipment on deck and in a room.
All kinds of shows.
Anything you can do at home.
Comedy
All
clubs.
kinds of shows. I thought the comedy shows were hilarious.
They were.
They were funny. So we're couples, y'all and us, but Skipper is a single guy. So how would you answer that, Skipper, as a single guy? What did you find to do on the cruise?
There was a lot of different events. So there was singles meetup events. There was a veterans meetup event. We even went to the Build-A-Bear. They had a Build-A-Bear, and we didn't go because that got packed. We didn't go right at the beginning, and I'm really glad that we didn't, because there were a lot of people there, and it was hard for the kids to get in line to get a Build-A-Bear. But we did go towards the end because I went with a veteran friend of mine, Kelly, and she has a bunny, and she likes to dress her bunny up. So she was looking for Build-A-Bear clothes for her bunny. But there also was beer pong tournaments,
playing cards,
playing cards.
learning new
movies.
card games.
There were several times I'd go out and they'd be watching a movie around the pool.
Yeah.
So the simple answer is there's always a lot of things going on the
There
ship.
is.
Whether you're single, whether you're married, you're doing things, by yourself or with a partner or spouse or whatever. there's always something to do on the ship, probably more than you will have time to do.
Yes, that's true. Okay, travel protection. Now this is, you want to explain that a little bit? What travel protection?
I don't know what it is. I
Oh.
just know it's supposed to give you the cost back if there's a difference from when you booked it. I don't know exactly what it is.
Okay. You're talking about if the price goes, once you book a cruise and the price goes down, that's what you're talking about. You call in, and if it's one of those rooms that you get, if that's what you're booking, you can get the travel protection, which is if the cruise goes down, they'll adjust the price and give you the money as onboard credit.
Is it worth getting that?
Well, it just depends on what.
Because I've seen two different prices where that one that had that costed a couple $100 more than without it.
I always go with the cheaper price.
Yeah, I mean, what I saw, what the cheaper price was better because the onboard credit that it gave you in the travel protection was, I believe, $200 to $300 more. I said, so you're buying an onboard credit. Why not keep the money in your pocket? It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw a comment up that we'll talk about next, but y'all continue on.
Yeah. And that's what I do. I just look at the different prices and which one looks better to me and go with that.
So Ed had a good one there about the formal dinner. Now, a lot of people did bring suits and dresses for the formal. We did not. They won't kick you out. You can still go.
No.
They will kick you out if you come in with a
tank
muscle
top.
shirt.
Yes.
Shorts and flip-flops.
Or flip
As long as if you wear what I'm wearing and you got a nice pair of shorts, they're going to let you in. They're not going to kick you out. 'Cause you're not.
Right.
We've been cruising a long time, and years ago they were more stringent on it than they are now. You know, and that's kind of what I wanted to say on this. They've relaxed the standards a lot over the years, and you're right. As long as you walk in with a button-up shirt, and it doesn't even have to be, if it's a nice T-shirt, you know, as long as it's not a muscle shirt,
Right.
as long as you have some footwear, you can't go in there with flip-flops.
Right.
And that's normally just on formal night.
They won't let you in there with a muscle shirt on.
And on formal night, you'll see everything from tuxedos down to, shorts and a nice shirt.
So,
you see the whole gamut. So it's really up to you how you want to do it.
It's mainly
I would encourage anybody to do the formal dining at least once.
we went to the formal, well, not the formal, but we went to the evening diner every night.
Mhm.
And we learned a couple
We
things.
did.
We do too.
We learned a couple things from it that I don't know if, I'm sure you guys know, but you can get unlimited appetizers. We didn't know that until the very end. Your main entrees, you can get 2 free, and the third and fourth ones each cost $5. That's cheap. And then your
That is
desserts,
cheap.
you can upscale your dessert. Like they had this,
The melting chocolate.
the melting
cake.
chocolate cake, which I thought was phenomenal. And it comes with a scoop of ice cream. But you can get the Mickey Mouse, and what it does is it gives you 2 scoops of ice cream, and then if you turn it upside down, it looks like Mickey Mouse. So they call it the Mickey Mouse. And then you get a side of peanut butter, and you can mix it all in there. So I would always
Or you
order
can
the
get
Mickey
banana
Mouse
split.
with the, yeah.
Yeah, they actually have a banana split on the kids menu.
Ah,
So anytime they don't have a dessert that I like, I just order banana split.
yeah.
And then usually everybody at the table look at it like, how did you get that?
Right, right. But these are good little tips to
I
know.
tried something different every night, stuff I wouldn't usually try.
Mhm.
It all was good. So
Cheapest price last week. That's not always the case, Ed. Cheapest price right before the cruise.
Here's one.
Yeah, those days seem to be gone. Used to you get a pretty good deal, last minute, but they're booking out. You almost have to book a cruise a year in advance now because the ships fill
it's
up.
crazy.
We
so
noticed
those-
that, yeah.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
last minute deals, that's almost a thing of the past.
I like
Yeah.
Kay Davis's question. Britt here, what is a muscle shirt?
Yeah, so
Uh,
you
pretty
have to
much.
have muscle.
Well, I wore them when I had muscles.
Right.
I don't wear them anymore.
It's like a tank top.
Yeah.
The old wife.
The old
beater.
wife beater.
Yeah.
Skipper's the only one wears muscle shirts in this crowd. He's still young.
I might have one muscle shirt.
Oh.
My goodness.
No,
What else you got?
Travel agent versus booking it yourself.
Travel agent, tell us.
Well, if you book it yourself, you're on your own. If you book it, well, you have to do. I usually check whenever I'm booking. I'll go back and see if the prices are going down. And if they do and it's able to adjust, I try to get them adjusted. If you book yourself, you have to do that yourself. You have to keep check on it.
Yeah. She's done that with a lot of people that did the price guarantee kind of thing. They don't have to sit and watch the computer. She's constantly watching. And if the price goes down, she takes care of it for them. Occasionally, an agent can get you a few little perks that you might not get if you book it yourself, but not always.
Right.
But we can say the price is the same, whether you book it yourself or you book it through an agent. The commission is built in. If you book it yourself through Carnival, one of those Carnival people gets that little fee,
Okay.
So the thing is, will an agent save you money? Probably not. They can usually have some expertise, just like we've done 40-something cruises. So she knows things like what rooms we like.
I know I don't want to be under the stage.
Yeah,
I know I don't want to be under the kitchen. I know I don't want to be under the casino. So
the agent will, if they've done any cruising at all, they know how to kind of pick you the better rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Where if you're not a seasoned cruiser and you're just doing it on your own, you might pick a room that's up under the gym and you got a guy out there at midnight
Dropping
still
weights.
running on a treadmill. Boom, 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 boom.
We got
Keeping you
lucky.
awake.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Georgie sent me
but if that kind of clears that up, does it save you money using an agent? No, it doesn't. It's going to be the same price either way, but usually the agent has some expertise that you might not necessarily get just booking through by yourself.
Yeah.
So I need to become an agent.
There you go.
Then we can cruise all the time.
All the time.
Georgie sent me.
She can hook you up. She'll help you with that.
Now,
you can
also, you might want to ad lib that, being that you are a agent. If you get a group of people together of at least 5 people, then you could get some perks, some room credits. You want to talk about
Yes.
that a
right.
little bit?
Well, I know on Carnival it's 8 rooms, but if you go less than 5, you lose all the perks.
Yeah.
The 8 and up, you get all, you're able to get all the perks.
And sometimes that's what will happen is like she could go in right now and just pick a cruise and go ahead and reserve 8 rooms and then just throw it out there. And anybody that books to her, as long as she gets those 8, well, now she can get them some perks because it's got a block of 8 rooms, even though these 8 people don't even know each other. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
No, it
We
does.
did,
Yeah.
I did the one crew. We did one.
I'm going for coffee. You continue. It's okay.
We did one group cruise, and I ended up getting everybody $100 onboard credit extra from what they booked, and then and it was just a little tote bag, which I use mine. I love my little bag. You're right.
Someone in the chat asked about smoking in the casino. On our boat, they had a smoking one and a non-smoking one. The
Yep.
smoking one was
Right.
bigger.
Smoking in the casino, on Carnival, you have to be actively playing, or you're supposed to be. I've seen people standing around smoking, but that's the rule. Actively playing. And
So-
Ed, you're right. You do get extra for every 8 rooms. You get extra money on Carnival. You can you can get extra money and split it up amongst everybody, or somebody can get a free room.
All right, throwing our email address up there, if y'all don't mind. She started doing the agent stuff because we were booking so many cruises. What the heck? Well, she do an agent, and then we can get that little commission on our cruises. That's turned into family and friends and this, that, and the other. But anyway, I threw our email up there. If anybody's interested in being an agent,
Sure.
shoot us an email. She'll be glad to correspond with you and help you work that out. You've got our phone number. You can call us.
Let's see. We got more stuff here. Let's see.
It booked 144 people once to go free cabin in a mini lottery. You could do if you have that many cabins, you can do that and then split money up amongst everybody else.
Yeah.
Is it better to book in advance or wait till the last minute for the best deals?
Advance.
I say advance.
Yeah, we kind of hit that a while ago. Those days of waiting last minute, getting a good deal, that's gone. I mean, you start looking at a cruise that's going out the next month or two. It's most likely.
I should have grabbed that one I told you about. I should have just done it and not told you about it.
Yeah, you should have. It even had us in the same room. It even put us in the
She
same
does that
room.
all the time.
Yeah, because by the time you wait a day, it's gone.
Yeah, say we'll talk about it. Well, the next thing you know, well, it's gone or the price went up because the price will go up.
Yeah, next time I'm just doing it. Yeah.
And that was a 14.
So that's kind of a misnomer that's out there. I hear a lot of people say that. Well, I'll wait till last minute, book it, and get a good deal. That doesn't happen anymore.
I'll tell you something else that saved us a little money, and it might work for other people, even if you're not military. We had our RV and Jeep in tow. So we were going as a mobile unit because we had camping set up afterwards. We had like three reservations for campsites after the cruise. So we parked at Patrick Space Force Base for Cape Canaveral. It's about 12 miles north to the port. So we just got an Uber. We were able to park the whole unit for a week for $25. And then we walked across the street to the gate, and the Uber came to the gate. They're not allowed to go on that base.
So let me ask this question while you're on that. If we're down there in our car, can we go park our car on the base like that?
Yeah. You can park whatever you want. $25, you're renting a
Well, if you have
space.
access.
If you have base access, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're a veteran. Now, I did see the signs down there for the Space Force, but I didn't go on it. What was it like? Did they have like spaceships and stuff?
I saw no aliens.
No aliens or
You
anything?
can see launches from there. We put a video out yesterday. It had a space launch.
No probes.
I like that base because it's right across from the beach, and you can just ride your e-bike right across the street and be at the beach.
Do they have housing where we could, get like a BOQ room or something?
Yes. In fact, they're building.
They're
new
building
ones.
more that's right on the beach,
Right
actually.
on the beach.
It's not even in the gates. It's right across the street.
But MWR runs them. So it's part of the base community.
They even rent their houses out that are inside the gate to the public.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, you just gave us a brand new plan.
So now I'm going to go book a cruise so we can do it.
Yeah. We should coordinate that through an agent.
Hello?
Skipper,
Yes.
got a question for you. So we drove to Canaveral. They took their motorhome to Canaveral.
Mhm.
You're in California. You had to fly both ways.
Yep.
Give us a little rundown on what that experience like, because we've never flown to go on a cruise.
So I knew enough to give myself enough buffer. I didn't want to miss the cruise. So the cruise left on Sunday. We flew on Friday, which was very good because we got delayed one night leaving and delayed one night coming in. So instead of flying through Houston, which I was supposed to, because of all that weather, they flew us into Denver and then into Orlando. And then we just drove from Orlando. It was about an hour-long drive. The Orlando airport, much to be desired.
It's a
Don't
lot
tell
of
us.
fun.
We know.
Yeah.
We know that airport.
So what would your recommendation be? Would you recommend anybody flying the day of the cruise? I would think I would want to go the day before just in case there was a delay or whatever. Just go ahead and have a
We
hotel room lined up.
we were flying 2 days before, and we still had a delay to where we came in the day before.
But there was some bad
Yeah.
weather. But you didn't know that when you made the ticket.
Yeah,
No,
you never
no,
know.
we did not. But I just didn't want to risk it at all. So that's why I was like, well, what's an extra day at the beach if I come in 2 days prior? So that was my outlook on it. So yeah, that's what we planned for, and I'm glad that we did, because had we not, we could have been like right up against excuse me. Oh, I thought I was gonna sneeze. Right up against leaving.
Or waved at us as we left.
Yeah, we could have waved at you from the ship. Sorry you didn't make it.
Yeah, we
Yeah, I just think that was a good point to talk about.
we kind of did the same.
I really
thing.
can't talk about it because we've never flown.
We kind of showed
I'll
up.
take that. We flew into Seattle and we did an Alaskan cruise, and somebody mentioned, let's do an Alaskan cruise. We just did that this past summer,
August.
and we heard for 20 years, we heard people say, oh, you got to do an Alaskan cruise. It's the best, and blah, blah, blah. I heard so much. I was afraid I was going to be disappointed, but I was not disappointed. That was the most beautiful cruise we have ever
But
been
also
on.
heard people say they've done it once and wouldn't do it again.
We want to go back and do it again.
I'm ready to do it
I want to
again.
go.
I want to do an Alaskan. I really never.
Yeah. So when you hear people talking about an Alaskan cruise and how beautiful it is, it's the truth. That's
Yeah,
a
the
beautiful
pictures
cruise
of
to do.
Alaska don't do it justice. It's so majestic and so big. It's hard to get your head around how big and how pretty it is.
All right, so let's book it.
Okay. When you want to go? It has to be in
Not in January.
no, they don't do it in January.
No,
They do it
it's seasonal.
from April to September, I
Yeah.
think.
September.
End of it, sometime in April.
Yeah. So if somebody's trying to sell you a cruise in January, don't pay them.
They'd have to pay me to go on a cruise in January, not sell it.
Now, do all the Alaskan crews leave out of Seattle?
Seattle.
Seattle, Vancouver.
Yeah.
They leave out of Whittier. Is that how you say that?
Whittier.
Whittier. So, whatever. Whittier.
I'm talking like I know someone.
Most of them, except for Seattle, is most of them are like one way.
Yeah.
But
Not
you guys lived at Fairbanks.
Yeah.
You sure you want to go back to Alaska?
Well, when you work up there and
I do.
you live up in Fairbanks, you don't see a lot of the coastal stuff. So the cruise goes
That's
up
true.
the intercoastal. Our Carnival Insider guy was from Ketchikan. I'd like to see Ketchikan.
Yeah.
That's a forestry.
Yeah, it was pretty.
It's a tourist spot to watch the forestry
Yeah.
people climb the poles and do the sawing and stuff. That would be neat. But he owns a coffee shop there too, so we got some credits for him.
Yeah,
He said we
the
could build on his house.
Yeah.
I've heard you'll see a lot of whales on the Alaskan cruises as well.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Right. You got
Take you a good pair of binoculars. Don't buy the cheap ones. Go ahead and get a good pair of binoculars to watch for the whales. It was pretty cool.
We had to find some in Fairbanks.
Yeah, I bought some. We went to Fairbanks for a couple of weeks and then flew to Seattle and did the cruise. So it was
Nice.
kind of a long trip for us. But yeah, we bought binoculars while we were in Fairbanks. We went by and saw one of your friends up there at the
We
market.
did.
Oh, Jason.
That was Jason. He's in the chat.
Yeah. We went by and
Yeah,
saw him and
saw
told
that.
him that y'all said hello. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we do for our friend.
He's a great guy.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's when we were staying there for about a month or so or longer, he invited us over on Sunday afternoons with his family, and they had a smorgasbord of salmon and moose and caribou and pizza and just
They treated us like family.
Yeah.
It was so nice.
and continues to do that. So he's definitely a good one.
They seemed to be that type. Just a little bit. We stood there and talked to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to that market. That was kind of fun. I bought some honey from a guy, a little bitty jar, about like that. I think I paid like $12.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
But it was almost clear. I've never seen honey that and I've got honeybees. So we had that in common.
We didn't need honey.
I didn't need it. I just wanted to bring it home and show to my friends that have bees, because I'd never seen honey that clear. It was almost like,
Wow.
It was really good though.
yeah, I've still got most of it. But
Now, if we do,
yeah, and I asked him, I said, how do you keep bees in this cold of temperature up here? I just don't see how they could live through it. And he said, we don't. He said, we buy new bees every year
Yeah,
because they die.
in fact, the shipment comes on Alaska Airlines. They're very good about shipping weapons and ammo and anything hunting. And bees is
Yeah.
included, because that's a thing they do up there, is the bees in the summer. So when
Right.
that airplane hits the airport, boom, you're notified. You run to the airport, you go get your bees. That's a thing.
Yeah. He said that you could build something, to house them in that would keep them warm through the winter. He said, but you would spend so much money on that.
You would.
It's just not worth it. So they just buy new bees.
Electricity up there. Electricity up there is about 3
Firewood.
times what you normally would pay.
So is fireweed honey the clear honey? Is that what it was?
He told me what
I don't
plant it
remember.
was, but I don't remember. Jason says it's fireweed honey. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not that familiar with it either.
And we're getting off topic. I'm sorry. I got off on honeybees.
No, that's okay. So let me finish kind of my point. So parking on the base near the cruise port saved us money, because at the port with a single car, you're going to pay $20 per day plus the port entry fee, whatever that is,
Correct.
plus tax. So you save money. So the longer the cruise, the more money we're saving by parking at. And I don't even want to know if they could have parked our RV anywhere. I didn't see room for it. And they probably would have charged a whole bunch of money. And the Jeep
Yeah.
would have been separate. And so the longer the cruise, that racks up, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. And if you got 2 cars, I guess 40, 80, 120, 160, I don't know. Ting, ting, ting. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Parking. Hey, that's the thing. You need to, a lot of people don't really count that in the cost of a cruise, but parking is a big expense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they overcharge. They way overcharge for the parking.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
do.
understand why people can charge so much to park.
Right.
And,
That's a pet peeve.
In Port Canaveral, they do have parking places that we've parked. Port parking, I think
Yeah.
is the name of it. And it was much cheaper than parking.
Ththose fill up.
They'll
too.
shuttle you over.
Those fill up pretty quick too. I was looking through some of that and they were full.
Another
Right.
thing,
You have to, we had to call and reserve. This last one, it was included with my hotel stay.
Nice.
Yeah.
so the Uber was $46 going and $42 coming back. What's the difference? Is because he took us to the port inside the port entry last time. But you save $7 if you walk across the street with your bag. That's why we packed light, one bag,
Yeah.
one bag on wheels. If you walk across the street and get out of that parking lot, then that fee doesn't apply. We went to the nearest hotel and there were all kind of people doing the same thing, waiting on their Uber with their bags in tow.
That's another thing. How do you want to pack for your cruise?
We pack light.
Well, next time
We pack light, mainly for getting off the ship. We like to be able to take our bags and walk off the ship
Yep.
and go straight to the
That's what
car.
we do.
That's
I
what
do
we
have
did.
clear-
We didn't check them in or nothing, because that's another thing. They expect a tip for that. And you wait like 4 hours for your bags. We wanted to pack one and pack light. You're in the Caribbean. How cold's it going to get, right? You just pack shorts.
I pack him light and then I overpack. I don't know
Yeah,
what I want
hey,
to wear.
Brett knows what I'm talking about. So does Skipper. If you left it up to me, you remember those laundry bags we had in the military, the little green bag?
Yeah. That's all you need.
Brother, I'd throw that over my shoulder and
I
go.
think I got
I
one.
I wish
Before
they
you
would have
left.
packed more.
Yeah, we could have
I
packed.
never wear. I mean, I might want to wear that today, but
Right.
like I don't want to wear that.
Yeah,
So-
there was a few things I left to the side and I'm like, I should have brought those. Yeah.
That leads into a question I got on my sheet. Accessories. We all
Okay.
heard about hooks. Bring hooks. Our room had 5 hooks, but it was handy. Yep, that's what we got.
Magnet hooks.
Yep, and we ended up putting them on the walls or metal. So you
That's
could,
funny. She happens to have them in her hand. I didn't
Because
even,
yeah,
She's
see that
ready.
this
You got the
this is
ready.
the command hook, and I do these in the shower to hang our loofahs on
Oh, smart.
because
Yeah.
I can pull it down and
We got the magnetic hooks. The hooks actually screw into the magnets. Then you can use them. I think there's two of them.
Yeah.
that's what these
Yeah.
are.
And we strung a clothesline across
But
it.
those command hooks, that's a good idea for the shower. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't like my things falling on the. I don't like it on the bottom.
Our shower had a clothesline in it.
Yeah.
It's short.
Yes.
It's short. It's very
But
short.
we
Yeah.
brought a RV clothesline, and that came in very handy for our wet towels and clothes
Yeah.
when we were in the turfs
Burn
and
his
stuff.
Yeah, we had the walls covered with clothes by the time we left.
Well, Skipper, as a single guy, did you bring any hooks, or was everything just kind of laying on the floor and you picked up what you wanted to wear?
No, we did have hooks. In fact, there's always on every floor there is, or at least every other floor there is a laundry. And
Don't you remember Gipper did the laundry?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
Because we had that delay, so we had more laundry than I was like, oh, I'll do it like a day or two before we leave, but I actually had to do it earlier than expected. So I was like, okay, I'll do the laundry and folded everything up nice, which worked out well because stuff that had gotten wrinkled, I was able to throw in a dryer with some cold clothes, and it came out looking pretty good.
So I don't think we've ever used it. What did they have? 2 washers, 2 dryers, 4, 6? How big was it? You
I
remember?
believe there was 3 washers and 2 dryers, and then there was also a thing for that folded down for ironing as well.
Now, do they have those on multiple floors, or is it just one? Do you know?
They probably have one on each floor.
Probably might have one on each floor. I don't know, but yeah, that's a good point to bring out too, that there is laundry available. Now the ship will do it for you for a fee. And
$15 a bag, I think.
yeah,
Well, Carnival.
kind of like we used to do in the military. You put it in a bag and label everything.
Per garment.
Fill out.
So I did look into that, and I was like, okay, but yeah, they charge like $2 for a shirt, $3 for pants. So they did charge her. So doing the laundry myself was easier, and I just did it during the day when like we were in port, people were getting off. I wasn't planning on getting off at the port. I was like, I'll just start the laundry, and that way there's no one fighting me. So when my stuff was done, it wasn't like I had to move it. But yeah, that was really easy for me. And
All of the cruise lines have different levels, and you attain different levels as you cruise with them. And usually at a certain point, laundry starts being put in there. You might get 1 bag per stateroom or 2 bags per stateroom.
Yeah.
And usually by the time you reach their top tier, it's pretty much unlimited laundry.
Now
So,
we heard from some other Carnival cruisers, they were really close to the next level, and Carnival has moved those levels up that are unachievable now, and they're not happy about it.
yeah, Carnival. Hey, that's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah,
Carnival has revamped their loyalty system. They did grandfather in the very top tier, and they threw a bone at the next level. Didn't really grandfather them in, but kind of threw them a little bone. But a lot of people really got screwed.
But they're
on that
taking
deal.
away a lot of stuff from
Yeah.
the diamonds.
Yeah.
and I see we got Ed in the comments. Ed's a veteran as well. He lives out there in Tampa. So Ed, you got to come on one of the next cruises with us.
Yeah. Thank you for your service, Ed.
yes, Ed. Ed, we've been out at 6B2 down in Key West. That's a great place. Hard to book it though. It's hard. Yeah, as soon as they open for the next 6-month window, you have to call. Is it 6 or 90 days? I can't even remember now.
I don't know because they keep changing everything.
Yeah, so you have to know each base has a different way of applying. Like at Patrick, you had to fill out a form and submit it like 90 days out.
I got to get my calendar
Yeah,
all together.
Well, we're going to do a matrix of bases and what their timelines are and their phone numbers and contacts and da 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 da. But we really like Patrick. We definitely see going back there. I think it was $35 a night and
Yeah.
$45 a night if you want waterfront.
You know, and that's the thing, because with you guys going out of Patrick Space Base, any veterans who are going to take any cruises out of Los Angeles, they normally leave out of Long Beach. And right next to Long Beach is Seal Beach. So if you're a veteran and you're like you guys, where you have an RV, you could stay at Seal Beach. Probably even, I don't know if they have parking, but I would imagine that they do. Keep your stuff parked there, and then Uber right one city over to Long Beach and save yourself a good amount of money.
Yeah, we really like the Uber. We'd never Ubered before, but once you load the app and you get it all set up, you don't even have to talk to anybody. I mean, it's all just doot, 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 and they tell you who's coming and what they're driving and what their name is. You can even text the driver and give them special instructions, because we had to do that. It's like, when you get to the gate, just come to the visitor center. You don't have to go through the gate. And he's like, oh, okay, good tip, thank you. So you're able to actually communicate with your driver. And that was pretty neat. I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah, we use Uber. We've used it some, and it's been pleasant every time. No complaints about Uber.
Yep. They're really,
And we've used Lyft.
I think
Yeah,
up in
yeah.
Seattle, there's a base up there too. I don't know how close it is to the port. And that's Lewis McCord. I don't know how close that is to the port.
I'll figure it out, because we gotta make some plans.
You don't want to Uber a couple of
I'm ready
hours.
to go back.
It looks like we've got a full-fledged agent and an agent in training. It's gonna
Just right here.
That's crazy.
That's
What other stuff you got on your sheet there, Brett?
Lanyard.
Oh yeah, lanyard.
Yeah.
Are
I need
the
to get a
rooms
lanyard.
that have exclusive benefits worth it? Like on our boat,
Right.
the back of the fifth deck had private decks, private balcony. The food was catered to you.
Yeah, they got like a special breakfast menu,
Yeah.
but I forget.
Okay, that's the Cabana.
Yeah, the cabana. Yes.
Havana.
Havana.
On our ship,
Cabana,
it was something else.
It was called something
But
else.
every ship probably has one.
Not all, but most. And then some cruise lines have stuff like that, because we was on MSC. In MSC, you can buy different levels, and some have private
If
things.
you're, what was that level?
Yeah, that top level. I don't know, but yeah, different cruise lines have different things like that, where you might have private
And
places.
on their private island, they have a private beach. They are only ones that can go there.
Yeah, that's getting to be a big thing now. The cruise lines are buying their own islands and then building it up, and then that's where the ship takes you, is to their island.
Because they benefit.
One of the things that we do, we'll book a room on the spa deck. And if you pay for a room on the spa deck, you get access to some things in the spa that
Thermal suites.
other people have to pay for.
Yeah, I saw that, the Cloud 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Our
was
boat,
nice.
If it had,
our boat in the back went up 14 floors. They skipped 13. So it goes to 15
Right.
and skip 13. So they have 14 floors, but most of the boat was 11, I think.
So the European ships, what floor do they skip?
that's what he's saying. That was Italian. He's
They
13.
skipped 13.
That's what we skip, is 13.
It's just
You're talking about like the MSC.
We were on MSC and they skip, I think it's 17. That's their unlucky numbers, where we have 13. Yeah. Just trivia,
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I think I Google searched the cheapest cruises or best cruises for value. And MSC comes up and Margaritaville comes up. But I didn't see where they have any long cruises. All theirs are kind of a week or less, or 10 days or less.
We found that MSC was a really laid back kind
We
of.
love their elevators.
Oh yeah, let me tell you about the elevators. The elevators do not have buttons on the inside. You got like
Ours didn't either.
It's almost like a pad.
Yeah.
And you punch what floor you want to go
That's
to,
a Venezia because it's different.
and then it tells you what elevator to go
Yes.
stand in. So it's very controlled, and the elevators was much easier to use.
That's-
Yeah,
on
that's
that
how
ship.
ours
That's
was.
how ours was. So there were 3
that
columns
was
of
Carnival
elevators.
ship?
It was
Each one had 8.
It was one of the coaster
Yeah.
ships.
Yeah,
And all you do is you touch
That
the
they-
pedestal. I'm going from, like, we were on floor 1 and always went up to 10 because that's where all the food is. So you just push
Yeah.
10 and it says, extra.
Go stand in front of A.
Right.
But the bad thing was unattended children were going and pushing every floor.
Mhm.
So
Just making
It
the
would
elevator
keep
stop.
stopping.
Stop.
So I was like, oh,
stop.
gotta love.
We didn't have many kids on the ship we was on, so that wasn't really
We
a
didn't have
problem.
that
We didn't
many.
have
That's the
too
first one
many.
I've been on that had buttons like, had it set up like that. I thought that was a
Ours
pretty
was
good
set up
deal.
that way.
That's cool.
If you get a chance to go on the
Venezia.
Venezia, I always get the letters mixed up. It's a really good boat and everybody loved it. Even the more seasoned cruisers who like the Mardi Gras and all that, they said this boat was a lot more fun, that they enjoyed themselves better. And it was a prettier looking boat instead of a party boat. It was just more classy. They just thought the decor was fabulous. It was more like, they said it was just more classy than the other boats they had been on.
Yeah, the bigger, newer ships, it's just amazing how beautiful they make these ships. It's
That's
just,
an
it's
older
crazy.
one because it come from when Carnival is same as Costa or whatever you call it.
Tell that agent.
I'm telling you. And when they started redoing all their ships, they took in that one and they took in the Luminosa. Remember, we was on the Luminosa, but it was Carnival, but it wasn't a Carnival ship. You don't remember going to Alaska?
I don't remember all these ships. I just know.
Yeah, it's a lot to remember. It's like when we go to these bases. Have we been to this base? I'm not sure.
Well, they all
Yeah.
start to look the same.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't like the Luminosa.
So, you brought up the value and I just want to, for those that have not cruised, maybe they're thinking about it. If you think about what you would pay, let's say you did this stuff just on the outside, on the economy, and you paid for your fuel and your vehicle to go everywhere, buying every meal, paying for your hotel room, buying tickets to shows, if you put all that in there, you're going to spend way more on a traditional vacation than you will on a cruise.
And like with us, and I don't know how it will work with y'all, but people in colder climates, and we have a smaller house, we just buttoned it up, and then you're going to save a little bit of money on electric because you're not home. We did not.
There you go. Never thought about
We
that.
turned everything off.
Yep.
We turned the water off. We turned the heat off. Everything. And it got cold. I wasn't expecting that. It did freeze here while we were gone for 2 days. It got down to 19, and the high of the day in the middle was 23. So I was scared we came back to frozen pipes because I had removed all the winterization underneath the house. Like I opened up the vents and all that before I left. I'm like, oh, we're going to stay above 20. We're good. No, we didn't. But nothing broke. I couldn't believe it. But that's a thumbs up. All of our plumbing is under the house. None of it's in the exterior walls. It's all under the house.
Oh, that's good.
And that helped. And plus, I have wrapped a lot of it. And we do have frostless spigot, so that helps. But yeah, that was a whew.
Yeah. But people sometimes get a little sticker shock when they see the cost. But, I always say, well, if you'll just go break it down and what you would spend to go do this type vacation on the economy, you'll discover that it's much cheaper to go on a cruise.
Yeah,
I think
activities
It's
and
so much fun.
unlimited food.
We got tired of eating on this last one.
I think we figured out that our cruise cost us, when it was all said and done, like $110 a night. And that normally is what it costs you for a hotel room. And
Yeah.
you got to look at, you had food, that included our flights, with everything.
What about shore excursions?
Oh, yeah.
That's a big one.
We didn't do any.
Well,
We don't
it was
do
too
any.
cold.
Well, this last one was too cold, but we started cruising years ago, and we've done a few in the early days, but we've cruised so much now. We've been to all these ports so many times. We've kind of done whatever we wanted to do. And a lot of times we get off the ship, just walk around in the shopping area for a few minutes, and then we get back on the ship. The ship's really peaceful on days when you're at a port because most everybody gets off.
That's what a lot of seasoned people we talk to.
Everything's kind of, but that's from our standpoint because we've been cruising so long. But, Skipper being young and not cruising much. He might want to go pet the monkeys. I don't know.
We did. When we went to the Cayman Islands, the one thing that I really liked, and I would do it again, swim with the stingrays.
Oh,
Yeah. Stingray Alley.
I would do that again. And I've done it twice.
As long as the skipper's just petting the monkey, not spanking the monkey. All right.
I left it at that. Hey, let me go ahead and say this.
You opened the door on that one.
When you get back on the ship, the ship's getting ready to leave from a port, everybody's out there watching for pier runners, that might be too late
We heard
to
about
catch the
that.
ship.
Yeah.
Let me explain a little something here. If you do an excursion through the ship,
Yes.
like, you're on Carnival and you book an excursion through Carnival and it's running late, the ship will wait for you.
Yes.
But if you get off and go do your own thing, because you can do the same stuff on your own and cheaper, but you run the risk. If you don't get back in time, the ship is going to leave you. But if you book it through the cruise line, which there again, it's a little more expensive, but you're guaranteed you're not going to get left. If you've done it through them, they have to wait on you.
Yeah. That's what we learned as well.
yeah. We didn't do any.
But it is fun to watch the pier runners.
Yeah, I bet.
Some of them, I don't know how they make it back.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't risk any of that. I don't want to be left behind.
I assume it's kind of like the military. As an
Where's your
officer in the
watch? That's why
military,
he's got this watch.
yeah. I bet you if they leave somebody, that captain has a lot of paperwork to fill out.
Probably.
So they wait till the last minute. You know how we are. We don't want to do the paperwork. But yeah, that's exactly why I have a $10 watch from Walmart. Mostly with Carnival, you change time zones, but you stay on ship time, whatever the ship time was when you left.
That makes it
So
simple.
my cheap $10 watch does not change.
Yeah, that's worth it, because when we went to San Juan, what they don't tell you is by the time you get off the ship, it's after 2:00. Everything closes at 5. So that was a bummer.
Yeah, I wish the cruise lines would tell you that stuff. They don't. They really
Yeah.
don't. They don't tell you about.
Now, some cruise lines will change their clock as they go through different time zones.
MSC is one of
MSC
those.
does, but Carnival doesn't. But they'll, like MSC, they'll come on the things. Okay, tonight before you go to bed, you need to move your clock up 1 hour or whatever. But they will change it through the whole cruise, going and coming. As they
that's
go through
difficult.
different
I
time
don't
zones.
really like
But
that.
Carnival,
Just-
for the most part that I
They
know
don't
of, they
see-
don't. I've never seen them.
You're saying no sound for me?
I hear you.
We hear you.
you.
You just haven't been talking.
Yeah. Which is unusual for Mike.
He's been reading.
He's usually a chatty Cathy.
I-
He's working behind the scenes over there.
You lost him at Monkeys.
Yeah,
You know.
he had to take an exit.
I've been responding to people in chat, and as we talk about things, I'm looking to see if there's anything I can pull up. I'm leaving the soundboard alone.
You didn't have the sound of monkeys on there you could have played for
I
us?
don't. I've got dolphins.
Oh, let's hear the dolphins. I want to hear the dolphins.
Okay, let me hold up here.
Saw the lips move, but no sound.
There we go. That was Flipper. I like it.
I need a.
Flipper.
Okay, here we got a hot button topic right here.
That's for the pier runners.
Hot button topic.
All right, here, let's hear it.
Internet and drink packages.
Ah,
He looks over at her.
Depends.
She takes a breath.
It depends on if you're a big drinker or not.
Yeah,
Here's our problem. I would have loved to have had a few drinks on the cruise. But by buying the package at $75 a day, every day, you're charged.
person.
You have to drink. If you feel like you're forced to drink your 15 drinks every day, and
Yeah.
that's a ridiculous amount of alcohol. And
Yeah.
then if I buy it, she has to buy it, and she's not drinking at all. So it's a waste.
so they worry
So-
about people sharing, and then the other part of that is, probably 3 of those days you're going to be in port all day.
Right.
You're not on the ship using those drinks. So I think we've kind of answered our own question here. We don't think it's worth
We
it.
don't either.
Young Skipper might like it. I don't
Well,
know.
I would like to like it, but I ain't gonna pay that much for it. Because almost what
Well-
that costs is another cruise. Is about how much you're paying.
I do
Right.
like the
And,
internet
you
package.
know,
I will say that. I enjoyed the internet package just because, I had it. There were a couple times where we needed stuff, and because I had the internet, I could go do whatever I needed to do. So that to me, and I think I paid $20 a day, like ahead of time, and then they upgraded me for free.
Oh,
Um, so yeah,
if you buy ahead of time, it is cheaper.
yeah,
Same way with the drink package.
I've
yeah.
heard too, if you book your next cruise while you're still on the cruise down at guest services, you can get deals for free or better deals on consecutive cruises. But
I don't think they book
I
cruise.
don't think Carnival does that anymore.
okay,
They did that
They
on
used to have
Royal Caribbean.
they used to have like on deck 5 somewhere they had somebody set up to book future cruises and they gave you some better deals and that sort of stuff. They did away with that several years
Yeah.
ago.
MSC still does it because
MSC
we've
does
already
it,
booked 2 on that. We've got 2 booked for it.
Yeah. And just disclaimer, we're leaving in about a week going on our next cruise.
which port?
We're going out of New Orleans in Norwegian.
Yeah, we're going to try Norwegian, see what
I'd
they're
like to
like.
hear back
Y'all
on
come go
that.
with-
We'll have to get together again.
Yeah, we'll talk about Norwegian and what we liked about it.
Still time.
I want to go to New Orleans now that I've been there and just kind of experienced a little bit. I do want to go to New Orleans, so maybe that'll be a cruise that I book. Just fly into New Orleans and then take a cruise, but experience New Orleans a bit.
Is there
Yeah.
a base near New Orleans port?
Um,
No.
I do know the Marines 4th Division is there.
Yeah,
There's Biloxi, Mississippi, but I don't think that's close enough.
It's about an hour.
they've got, it's a couple right now. It's one just south of the port on the other side of the river. I think it's a Navy base. I can't swear to it, but yeah, I think there are some things there. The thing about going out of New Orleans is it takes about 6 hours, 5, 6 hours to get out of the river, which is no big deal because you leave at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but the river's got turns and stuff in it. The old ship will lean. But that's not bad though. We've gone out of New Orleans a lot.
What's the name of that song?
What song?
Be looking at Kurt's song.
The more cruises you go on, do you feel you're more picky or less picky about things? Like,
No, I'm not going to say we're the only picky part we got is like I talked about earlier is we don't do the short cruises anymore. We don't want to be in that crowd, Nothing wrong with what they're doing. That's their thing, it's not our thing anymore. So
Right.
we do the longer cruises. We're not particular about where we go because honestly, they all go to the same places. We've been there many times, and I wouldn't even get off the ship really at ports. She likes to get off, so we get off and walk a little bit. But me personally, I wouldn't even get off the ship. I just stay on it.
how about now? This is personal opinion here, but what do you think about room upgrades? Balcony versus,
we cruised. We've done them all. We've done interior rooms. We've done balconies. We've done suites. We've done it all just to try it. The majority of what we did was interior. That's the cheapest way to go. And honestly, you're not in the room that much. So we were fine with that. The only reason I changed, I insist on a balcony now, was COVID. When COVID hit, they locked everybody in their room, trying to keep everybody from getting sick. Well, if I'm going to get locked in a room, I'm going to have a balcony so I can step outside.
if I'm getting locked in a room, I'm not going on that cruise. That's the whole point.
Well, you don't know.
You don't know.
And it wouldn't necessarily have to be COVID, but let's just say you go on a cruise and a really rough flu breaks out. There's a possibility that they could tell everybody to go to your
They
room,
quarantine you.
kind of quarantine until we get back to port. Is it likely? No, it's not likely. And does it happen? Very seldom does it happen. But after COVID, I realized the possibilities there. So
if I'm going by
kind of
myself,
insist now that we have a balcony. So if something like that happens, and it doesn't have to be the whole ship. If you get, let's say you come down with the flu, they might quarantine you so you don't give it to everybody else. You know, you go
That
down
makes
to the
sense.
doctor, and I don't recommend that at all because, from what I understand, they charge
Woo!
pretty high if you use their medical service. Now, I don't know. I've never used it, but
Yes.
that's what I've
We had
heard.
a lady get on the elevator. And we
One
asked
of the
her,
nurses got
Yeah.
on the elevator with us.
and I needed a Band-Aid over a sensitive toe that was starting to rub, right? So
Yeah.
we didn't have any Band-Aids. So she goes, well, don't go downstairs to the medic because they're going to charge you like $8 a Band-Aid. I'm like, holy crap, what?
Wow. Yeah, I've heard that. So, you know, but just for the scenario of what we're talking about, let's say you got really ill and you needed that medical attention. You go down and they determine you've got the flu and you might be contagious. They might quarantine you to your room for the next 4 days till you get back
They
to port,
did.
however much longer you've got on that cruise.
They did
So-
that to somebody on the cruise that we were with. They said earlier in the cruise they got quarantined for a couple of days.
Oof.
So that's where I'm at personally. I just kind of insist. I hate to because the value is really on those interior rooms. I mean, you can get a good deal on those interior rooms. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Just after COVID, I just made my mind up. You know, if I go, I'm going to have a balcony. But that's me.
We were up by 7 and we start our day. We're out the door 7:30. We're out hitting breakfast.
I couldn't imagine being stuck in your room. That would stink.
Yeah, we're not back in our rooms until 10, 11 o'clock, whenever the last show was over. So you're just in there to take a shower and go to sleep and get back up. Why are you
Poor
going?
Mike.
Why
He's
you
trying to
pay
talk.
for a
Raise your
balcony?
hand, Mike.
Yeah, sorry.
It's
Go
okay.
ahead.
I just if it's me traveling alone, I'm okay with an inside cabin. But like with my family, we have a tendency to go into each other's rooms, so that's why we asked for a balcony, and then we had the partition in between opened up, and then it was just like, okay, I didn't have to go out and knock on anyone's door and be quiet or anything. I just walked over and just knocked on their outside deck and just walked into my parents, and my mom was like, "Hey, I've already got room service. We got coffee." And then, yeah, you can go back and forth.
Bougie.
Hey, that's a good point. I'm glad we kind of stumbled on that. Yeah, they do have their private balcony, but the little wall between the balconies can be folded in to
Yep.
open up between rooms. So you share a longer balcony. So if you have, say, a family and the kids are in the next room, well, they can open that. So the 2-room balconies is all one balcony, and you could go back and forth and not
I didn't
go
know
out in
that.
the hall. That's a good point, Skipper. I'm glad you brought that up.
And
Yeah,
for
that's-
not on this last cruise, but well, I don't know actually, but when I did the Royal Caribbean, the interior cabins did have to the room next door. It did have a door, but that is only for 2 rooms.
Interesting. So what's the best cruise you've been on?
Alaska, hands down.
Wow.
You heard them.
I've been to Juneau, but I
Yeah.
flew down for a youth football tournament on the weekend. It wasn't on a cruise ship.
Well,
I
here's
see where
the deal
It's
about
all good.
the Alaska cruise that I like. You're in like a channel the whole time, so you got mountains, you know, and you've got something to look at the whole time, and you're looking for, you know, the whales, and you know, I was scanning the shoreline. I saw bear, and you know, it's not like, you know, most cruises you're out in the middle of the ocean. You go out, all you can see is water. With the
Right.
Alaskan cruise, you're always looking at something. There's always something to look at. You know, then of course, you know, they take you on up and you go to the different ports they have, and you go up and you see the big ice, and you know, it's just the prettiest cruise we've been on. It's more expensive, you know, it's a more expensive cruise, but you know, and that's me personally. That was it. That was the best one.
All right.
I think my cousin,
Ready.
she's a cruiser too, and I think she liked that one. She said it was way better than she thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Well, it's like, say, we had heard about it for years, and everybody told us how great it was.
Yep.
So
I've
I
been
was
doing
really
that.
afraid of being disappointed, but I can honestly say I was not disappointed. You know, believe what they tell you. It's a beautiful cruise.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We're going to go again for sure. So we did the cruise that we were all doing as a group, and some ended up couldn't go for this reason or that reason. But we're talking about doing that again. So I guess while we're here, why don't we kind of hit that? Is there a particular port we want to look at, or destination, or anything?
I guess outside of Alaska, I'd stay away from the West Coast ports. It's just too far.
Yeah.
And gas prices are
For some
pretty
of us.
high right now.
Yeah, they are.
Filling up
Well,
that
Skipper
diesel.
said he wants to go out of New Orleans. He wants to spend a little
Yeah.
time in New Orleans, and we're close to New Orleans. I mean, we can go wherever. We've done Galveston, New Orleans, Mobile, and on over into Florida, so we can do any of that.
All of those are pretty reasonably close to us now. And Jacksonville has one too.
But I don't think they really have anything good going out
Yeah, they don't have
there.
anything good going out. But Cape Canaveral is probably the biggest one, but it's probably a 10, 12-hour drive. Now we split it up. We drove halfway, we boondocked, and then we got to the Space Force base the day before the cruise, and we boondocked because we didn't have a campsite for that day. We boondocked on the base. We were fully expecting to be told to move, but they didn't mess with us.
No,
So
that's
we
cool.
boondocked, and then we went to the place to park the next morning and got on the cruise. We got on the cruise good and hungry. We skipped lunch and we were ready to go eat. I think we had an 11 o'clock board time, so we were getting on early.
Straight to the buffet.
Yeah, that's what we did, straight to the buffet. And all the seasoned cruisers went straight to the
No, I
bars.
think we got those good burgers.
Oh yeah, the burgers were the first
That was the
day.
first thing we got was those
Yeah.
good burgers.
Those burgers
Yeah,
are
yeah,
good.
the guy's burger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, those are delicious.
yes. And the
Yeah,
fries
something you
were
got to
good.
remember too. You brought that up, going to the bar and stuff as soon as you get on the ship. Well, two things. One, they're going to come around with all these nice, pretty little fruity drinks, and ask you if you want a drink. Well, it's not like the Love Boat. You don't get it for free.
No.
When you
I
grab
heard
that
you.
drink, they're going to ask for your sail and sign card, and that's to charge your room for it.
Mhm.
And while you're in port like that, you have to pay taxes on that stuff. I apologize for my dogs. They decided to come play a little bit on the wood floor. Can y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll mute my mic. But
Oh,
I
it's
just
fine.
wanted people to know that these drinks are not free, and if you're in port, you're going to pay taxes on it.
Yeah.
I don't think they should charge tax if it's on the boat, period. Because you're still not attached to the mainland. It's just a rope. You're still floating separately from the mainland. they should rewrite
They still hit you
code.
with it, though. Oh, that's
Is
another thing. Some people, they get on and they drink so much at the end of the cruise, they put that paperwork in your little mailbox thing outside your door.
They forget.
Some people have 5, 6, 7 pages of charges,
Wow.
and they're down there. I didn't do all this. And they're like, yeah, you did.
It was you.
That cruise ends up costing you twice.
They scanned your card.
Are there better ports to go out of that have more
Options.
options and cruises and better prices?
When it comes to ports, I mean, how was your experience over there? Did you find it pretty smooth getting on the ship and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
We
much less
did too.
chaos than I thought.
We found really the worst one to be New Orleans. New Orleans is just a quagmire every time we go through there.
On the port, well, I think it depends on the terminal because at Port Canaveral, the MSC went smooth. We have been on other cruise ships out of there that went smooth, but I think that last one was a little chaotic.
Carnival?
Yes.
Yeah, well, maybe
It was a
it's
little-
just Carnival.
No, we had been on Carnival. The Mardi Gras was good. I think it's
Ours
the.
was fine.
Ours was
What?
great. I mean, I really can't complain about any part of it.
It was just a little. It was just people were everywhere. I don't
But
know.
we have nothing to compare it to. So
And we couldn't find where the end of the line was. Where we were supposed to be going.
to me, it was better than dealing with the Orlando airport. So I was like, this is great
Yeah,
because I'm
Orlando's
so
a
used to
mess.
the Orlando
yeah.
So if you
airport.
want to enjoy your cruise, fly into Orlando Airport. It gets
Uh-oh.
better from there.
We're RV junkies, man.
Yeah.
I just
I've
need a
been-
place to park.
I've been to that airport so many times. I know it like the back of my hand, but it's just a hot mess.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this and you live in a port city, we can work out a deal. I'll pay to park and you drive us to the port. We can work out something. You live in a port city, get in touch with us. MadamMayorsAdventures@gmail.com.
Oh my gosh.
But Ed, don't you live around Tampa?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
All right.
Big
So I'm
deal
putting
right
up what
there.
Ronnie asked here. It says, do you have to pay, I guess, say a tariff on duty free items?
Yeah.
No.
No, you
We've
don't.
never had to pay anything on duty free items.
No.
No.
Matter of fact,
No.
years ago when we cruised, you had to fill out that declaration of anything you were bringing back. They've
I
done
guess
away
they
with
got
that.
tired of looking at
They've
our
done away with that. Now,
souvenirs.
I've looked some of this up since we've gotten home because I didn't know it was going to really be an issue for us. But you can carry more because they do sell liquor and they do get it cheaper and they don't give it to you till the day of port call. But they bring it right to your room, drop it off,
Right.
or they actually called us on the phone and said, "Are you going to be there? We didn't want to leave it outside your room." I said, "Yeah, bring it." But we got 4 1-liter bottles, and it's funny, you don't usually get 1-liter bottles in a liquor store. It's either 750 milliliters or 1.75. These were 1-liter bottles, so it's in the middle of the small one and the big one. So it was 4 Crown bottles, limited selection of 1-liter bottles for $90. No taxes. That comes out to $22.50 for a 1-liter bottle. That's the price of a small bottle. So I thought that was a good deal. And there were no tariffs. Now, I forget what the limits are exactly, but you have a smaller limit of liquor coming back to the states that you can carry than you do if you're at the U.S. Virgin Islands or U.S. territory. You get more. You get 5 liters instead of, I think it's 1 liter per person. So that was interesting. I didn't know that. And I didn't know anything about jewelry because I didn't expect that to be a thing.
You
But
know
yeah.
now.
Yeah,
I have trouble with the jewelry.
it didn't
He
come
knows
up.
how to buy it.
Yeah. The cruises kind of push you in the direction of here's where you want to buy your diamonds.
Santi says you did good, Therese.
But
Thank you.
yeah, so we spent way more than we expected to, and even had buyer's remorse the next day, but we're trying to ease into it as an investment type thing. But anyway, that's been done. But I was looking at, well, how much jewelry can you bring back and not have to pay any duty fees? And it was only up to, I forget the number, it was only like 3,000, and you had to pay a 1 to 3% up to a certain number, and then you paid 5 to 6% above 3,000. I think it was. I can't remember. You can Google search that. That's where I got that information. But fortunately, when we deboated or debarked, got it back on the land, however the word is.
Yeah, they don't ask.
No one asks anything. So I got my
I was
liquor.
gonna say, how would they know unless you go to somebody and say, look, I bought all this.
Right.
Yeah, you used to have to fill out that declaration of whatever you bought while you were gone. They did away with that years ago.
And
So
even then,
You
how are
didn't
they
have to
going
put it
how
on
are they
there,
going
yeah.
to know that you put it on there or not?
yeah, you tell that was my grandma's ring.
You know, I mean,
I inherited that.
If only we could buy guns on a cruise, that would be perfect.
Well, yeah, that would probably be a problem. I was looking for a pellet gun on the way back. But I was looking to buy them on the base, but they didn't have ones I wanted, and very limited selection on the base. So I started comparing Florida, Alabama, and Tennessee. I knew Tennessee's sales tax was pretty high. And Alabama doesn't have a high sales tax, but you know what they got that puts it above Tennessee as far as cost? They have a city tax, and their city tax is as high as their state tax. So their sales tax is 4.5%. Huntsville is 4.5%. So now you're at 9%. And then you have a county tax on top of that, puts them at 11%.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they get their money somehow. Hey, you brought up a good point, though, about the guns and stuff in different countries. I don't know that any of the countries we go to even sell a gun, but I tell you this that people need to know is in a lot of those countries, it's illegal to wear any kind of camouflage.
Yes.
Even camouflage shorts.
Yeah,
You can't
remember?
get
Oh,
off-
yeah, we did read that. That's right.
Yeah, so
We
for
forget
those
which
bubbas
place it
out
was.
there that everything they got is camouflage, you need to get another wardrobe before you go on a cruise. If that's all you got, you're not going to get off the ship.
Yeah.
And get dress coded.
Yeah, I did forget about that, but I don't have anything anyway.
Yeah. That wasn't
Yeah,
part of
either.
the cruise attire.
So Brett, Ed said he's got a 4-car driveway for you.
Oh, what port?
He's by
That's over in
Tampa.
Tampa.
Oh, Tampa. Okay.
Yeah, I say figure out which port and when y'all want to do it, and I'm ready.
Hey, I'm ready. I'm going next week.
That's a little quick. In fact,
She's really ready.
we're going to Kentucky Wednesday for 2 days. We're going to a Toby Mac concert in Louisville, and we'll be at Camp Carlson, Fort Knox base for 2 nights.
Okay.
But we have a couple of appointments here before we even leave. We're so busy right now, it's ridiculous. We still got to get our taxes done. We haven't done yet. We still got some other.
There's always something to
There's
do.
always stuff going on here.
It's amazing when you retire how fast your calendar fills up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're thinking you got all this time, and every day you're like, I don't have enough time.
And I said, if I would just stayed on a cruise, I wouldn't have to think about any of this.
She really wishes we had not bought the RV or the house, and we just stayed on the cruise.
No, I don't mind being in the RV, but I thought that's what we were going to do all the
Right.
time,
Yeah.
not buy this place.
Right. No, I get it.
Because I want to be on a permanent vacation. Like, I want to do that.
That's where and a cruise for me is a vacation because somebody else is cooking and cleaning.
Right. That's why I said, now I got to cook again.
In your RV, what? You're back there pawing me.
We do most of our cooking together. I mean, she's kind of that way. She goes, don't expect me to cook for you.
Yeah, I'll stop and wait. If you're not going to participate, you ain't getting dinner.
She's like, we're both cooking. It's like, what do you want for dinner? We both have to be in the kitchen. We both go to the kitchen.
Like, mommy, I need something.
Oh, did I miss a super chat from Georgie? I'm sorry. I would have put it on the screen.
Oh, it was earlier. Yeah, she sent me a $10 and told me to turn the ads off.
I'm
so I
sorry,
couldn't-
Georgie. I missed it. I would have put it on the screen. Thanks for
Georgia, I didn't get one.
Well,
I
that's
don't
what I
need one.
told her.
You've given me enough before, so I don't need one. Thank you, though.
I tell them on my channel if I get $10 in super chats, I turn off the ads. So
Oh, really?
Well, on my channel, if you give a super chat, I show you my ding-a-ling.
All
Oh.
right. How much super chat money we got?
Wackadoodle. My goodness.
What
I'll,
other questions you got or topics do you have?
I think we only have.
I think I ran out of questions.
I'm going to ask you all a question, and this is for
Uh-oh.
all of you. How do they learn names like they do?
I have no idea.
What do you mean? learn
Is
to-
that amazing or what? How your steward
How they
meets
know
you
your
one
name.
time, and not just you, but every room they're doing or at your table, they know everybody's name. They will call you by name for the rest of the cruise. It
Yeah.
just amazes me how
Taylor
they
knows
learn
that too.
names.
Now, it's not just in the dining. Remember that cruise we went on? We had been on the ship 2 or 3 times real quick.
Yeah.
And we got on the ship, and on Lido, some of them would walk up and call us out by name.
It was
Wow.
kind of funny. We'd been on that ship like 2 weeks before, and we went with some friends of ours. So, it was, us and another couple. As soon as we got on the ship, we went up to Lido to get something to eat. And we're walking across Lido. So one of the guys sitting there with a mop or something, he said, Larry, Sansi. My friend looked at it and said, y'all cruise way too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, they remembered our name from 2 or 3 cruises ago.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know how they do that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They'd be good at the post office then.
Yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't they?
Better than my mailman.
Yeah.
No comment.
You got any
I'm
advice?
still RPSing mail from previous owners.
Wow.
Some of those people are just like, they hate their job and they're going to make everybody pay for it. It's like, just quit your job, buddy. Why make everyone miserable?
Well,
Postal
Right.
people.
When
All
she
I
was
know-
at the Otter Creek post office, sometimes you get mail that's not addressed exactly right or to the right box or what have you. but she knows who it is, and so when they
So
come
you just
in,
put it in the box it belongs in. What's
Right.
the big deal?
But
But
the
some people will kill it
well,
and send
yes,
it back. I'm like,
her postmaster.
are
would
you
do that.
serious? It
That's-
took you more effort to send that piece of mail back, and you're costing the post office more money because they're
money.
doing the job twice.
Twice, right?
But
Yeah.
they don't think about that little point. But yeah, you're doing more work. I'm like, you're just miserable. Just put it where it goes.
Your
Yeah,
postmaster.
could have walked over there and put it in Johnny's box because you know it's Johnny's.
You're
Yeah.
supposed to kill it.
And I'm like, especially in the Otter Creek post office, what else are you doing? You're there for 4 hours. There's nothing going on. Like, you'll be lucky if someone walks in to buy a stamp. It's just nuts.
It takes 10 minutes to put up all the mail, and you're done for the whole 4 hours. You're sitting there going like
Well,
this.
it's probably a lot different now that they have what the hell's packages to deal with.
Yeah.
So did you do anything on the cruise ship that you won't do again?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
Okay, I won't volunteer to be on the stage for love and marriage.
Oh yeah, well, I would never do that. No.
If you haven't seen our love and marriage video, go watch it. But be advised that there's some adult language, especially around
yeah.
the point.
It is funny,
The 30-minute
but I would
mark.
never. No.
That young couple is asking.
They were
oh,
so honest.
Yeah, they were a little too honest.
I
not
won't
gonna
do
say
like
it
the
here.
art auction. We won't do that stuff.
We used to do that.
We
and it
used to
seemed
go
like
just
it
to drink
took-
the champagne.
It took too long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Took
we
up
didn't
half
do
of
that.
They're always standing around in the hall trying to get you to,
Guess
take
the
this or
waiter.
do this or guess the waiter. We don't do any of that stuff anymore. I just,
Oh yeah, you know what? Now that I think about it, the one thing I wouldn't do was we did one of the seminars in the spa, and it was just a humongous sales pitch.
yes.
And some of the information was useful, but overall, I would have rather been doing a trivia game or something of that nature than trying to get sold something I'm not going to buy.
Yeah, they do upsell you a lot, especially with
Yes.
the Glory Score ventures at the destination ports.
And Carnival is worse than the other ships we've been on. Carnival has somebody standing on every corner trying to sell you or get you to go do something, trying to get more money out of it.
Yeah.
Some of the other ships, they have that, but not near to that scale. So I just throw that out there. I would say too that if you're an early bird, like I tend to be, I'll get up 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. You can almost say there's nothing really going to start going on the ship till 3 or 4 in the afternoon. The
They have
mornings
trivia.
they got trivia and little things like that. But I would say, take your book, take you something, that you want to.
Mhm.
We take our instruments.
Yeah, we play instruments. So we usually take our instruments. A lot of times during the day, we'll go find a quiet place, sit down and play and all that. But yeah, you might want to take a little something if you got a hobby, whether it's reading or doing something, take a little something with you to kind of give you something to do. Now, you can't
Cards.
beat the view. You can take cards and sit and play cards next to the window, looking out over the
Yeah.
ocean.
We saw a lot of people doing that
Yeah.
or playing board games.
Yes.
We learned a new card game.
Yeah, Skipper's parents taught us a new card game. Euchre.
Never heard of it before.
Is it an
Very-
Ohio game?
Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan, very popular.
Yeah, I'm a Yankee.
It's
I've
I'm a
heard-
Yankee now. No, it was fun. We had a good time. If you've never met Skipper's parents, you're missing out. They're fun people. We look forward to see them again.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll meet
So
them
when do you
sometime.
want to cruise again? I'll go to look.
Well, y'all got to decide the port first.
I know. I'm gonna get to that point.
Oh,
Well, February is a good month for Caribbean. I like that. For non-Caribbean, I guess Alaska, but it should be this summer because maybe
Next summer.
Yeah, because we just got a lot going on and it's kind of quick
I'm
upon
writing
us.
that down.
I say we do it during the winter. School's in. Most kids are at school. Not all. A lot of them do homeschooling. And, you get away from here while it's kind of cold.
Yeah, longer cruises with less kid toy stuff on the top. Like if it has a roller coaster and a flume and all this stuff, that's going to attract kids. Disney cruises attract kids, is what we're told too. And I can see where they would because it's Disney. It seems that Disney cruises are pretty expensive as well, anyway.
Yeah,
Very
we've never
expensive.
done Disney, and you're right. They're probably one of the most expensive ones out there.
If it's anything like going to Disney, you'll get your money's worth, but it's going to be more expensive.
See,
We
it's
enjoyed
easy to share a cabin.
the shows. We enjoyed the Love and Marriage show. We
Oh my
enjoyed the
goodness.
comedy shows.
Y'all are worse.
Almost all the shows were pretty good. They were pretty entertaining.
I'm laughing.
Here's a good question. Y'all want to cover this one? Ronnie asked this question.
You're going to buy items.
To drink from on ship convenience stores.
No,
No,
you can buy it, but they hold it until you
they
get off.
hold it until you
Because
the
they
last
want
day.
you buying their stuff.
Mhm. This is what I was going to say about the drinks. I wish they would go to a punch card system where you buy 20 drinks on a punch card for a set price. That
They're
way
never going
I can buy it when I want, and if I don't buy it, I'm not wasting my money. And it would carry over to the next Carnival cruise. Like I could use it on the next Carnival cruise and the next Carnival cruise. And if she wanted a drink, then she can buy it. She can punch 2 punches and we each get a drink. But it's a punch card system. That way you don't feel like you have to binge drink to get your money back.
As long as they have coffee, I am good.
Yeah, so
So
I don't
I
have
have
to
no
drink on the
complaints.
cruise. I would like to, but not for that price. I'm not going to. And
So
their
if they would
drinks are
just
about
sell the
$13 to
one,
$15 a piece.
if they would
drink
sell
aren't
just
cheap.
the one package per cabin, you get 15 drinks between the two of you. Whoever drinks it, fine. If I think that would be worth it.
Yeah, I don't like them trying to make, like you say, both of you have to buy the package. $75 a day, that should cover 15 drinks, period.
For 2 people, I probably would have done it.
Right.
Yeah, but not each. That's ridiculous.
They don't need to be so greedy.
That's $150 a day.
And
Well,
see, they're already putting, like when you buy a drink, they put an 18% gratuity
20
on there.
now.
Now they bumped it up to 20%. It's automatically on there.
What
And then they have
justifies-
another tip line in case if you're not paying attention, you don't realize, they've already hit you for 20%. You'll put more if you don't catch it. I don't ever put anything on there because they've already added a 20% gratuity onto it. That's another thing that's a big topic right now. Your gratuity on the cruise is built in, but most people have figured out you can go down to guest services and have that taken off. And a lot of people do. And now the cruise lines are kind of crying about that. And
Some people say that the tips are for the other people that wait on you, like for the food prep and this and that, not the specific baggage handlers or waiters to your table.
right.
But some are saying that they don't actually get the money. Carnival pockets it.
I don't know. I've heard a lot of different rumors about what
Yeah,
happened.
me too. Me too.
We did talk to somebody on this last cruise, and they said that
He said they get it.
They get it.
Well, that's good because that's what we
mean-
intend for it.
Right.
We leave ours on there, but if you go down the last day
I
of the
always
cruise,
prepay it. So.
it will be a line down at guest services, and that's what they're doing. Because that's a substantial amount of money, and they're taking it off. It's, I don't know.
Yeah, we
leave ours on.
prepaid it
We prepaid it.
and left it.
Yeah, we do too.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
What did I fix to say? I forgot. Played hooker in the Navy.
All right. Are we running out of topics?
No, there was something I was going to say.
Well,
just
you
have
got to remember.
Well, you just keep talking. I'll remember.
You
She'll
gotta,
remember
you
at
gotta make
3
notes.
o'clock in the morning.
gotta
You'll
take
remember.
Yeah, I know.
We do our live streams. We always write down bullet points because you always get.
So I have Alaska 2027 written in my
She's written it
notes.
down.
So
I'm on board.
Well, we
All
are
right.
going to do one in 27.
okay, so we're all going to do that. We've nailed that down. So let's do that.
His sister, well, I don't know about his sister. His niece is wanting to go to
How
Alaska.
did they do that Alaska cruise with the shore excursion? Like, how did you get to Fairbanks? How do they do that?
Oh, we didn't get to Fair. We flew to Fairbanks to visit with our son,
Oh, gotcha.
stationed up there, and then after we were there for 2.5 weeks, we flew from there to Seattle, and that's where we got on the cruise ship.
There is a land and sea one though
There
that
is.
does go to Fairbanks.
Yeah, and we don't necessarily need
That's
to do
kind
that.
of complicated, that
Yeah,
one,
it's-
and probably costs a lot more.
It does cost a lot more.
That's
Yeah.
what I wanted to do, a land tour. But I'd either have to end in Fairbanks because I want to go back to Chena,
Chena Hot Springs.
or
Yeah.
go early and start in Fairbanks and then come down and go out.
I lived in North Pole for 20 some years, so all of that there really doesn't interest me personally.
Hot Springs is nice.
You don't want to go back to Santa's
Right,
house?
but I've,
Yeah.
I've seen it like
Hey,
100 times.
Santa even knew where Otter Creek was. So I was pretty impressed, but he does have that naughty list. So that's why he knows.
I
where
wasn't
Otter
on the
Creek
naughty
was.
list.
He's got all the residents on there.
I couldn't believe he knew where Otter Creek was.
Well,
He had to-
everybody in Otter Creek has a YouTube channel.
right?
Well, they
Everybody
did now.
knows where Otter Creek is.
They didn't before.
But it was funny. They were the people that play Santa and Mrs. Claus there. They spend a lot of time in Williston as well. So it was funny talking to them.
Yeah, small world sometimes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it is. Well, I hope we answered some questions for our audience that's watching and those that'll
Does
watch.
the chat
in the
have
future.
any last minute questions?
Yeah, if anybody's got a last minute question
You
about
buy
cruising,
items to
Get 'em in.
ship convenience store.
we've already covered that while you were gone.
They were scratching at me, telling me that they were hungry.
She was on a union break.
Yeah. This is a union job.
Well, they kept scratching my back because it's dinner time.
Hey, Mike, how far are you from a port? You're not near a port, are you?
I'm 2 hours from Long Beach. So 2 hours from Long Beach, about 3 from San Diego. So I can get to ports. And then if we do an Alaskan, I can fly very cheaply from Palm Springs up to Bellingham, Washington, which is only about an hour outside of Seattle.
And it's not expensive to fly in and out of Nashville either. It's a major international airport that's very busy, actually.
That's actually what we do need to talk about because I've got you, I've got Georgie, I've got one of my buddies' sister. All you guys want me to go to Nashville, and I've never been to Nashville. And
Come on.
Yep.
Let's go.
I
We'll
want to
talk
go to
about-
Nashville.
We can talk about it. I didn't know whether you guys were trying to get down here and get on the lake or not. We're about an hour and 20 minutes from Nashville.
Well, I want to go to Nashville.
But we're also looking at campgrounds in Nashville, but their KOAs are very
I've
expensive.
already got them looking at the campground. So come on.
There is a campground near, what's the name of the lake there? It's a Corps of Engineer campground. I don't
Yes.
know all the rules of how hard it is to get in there, but we're looking at that too. So whenever you guys have a month kind of narrowed down, give us a heads up on the month. We don't need a day or week, but at least a month so we can plan our other projects around that and make sure we're going to be here.
Tell you what, when we end this stream, we can stay on and talk a little bit more. I want to talk to you guys about some camping anyway. So
Okay.
And I've got people coming to visit me, coming to Las Vegas in May. So, and if anyone's coming to Vegas, let me know ahead of time so I can plan it in.
That could happen because I have a son who's right now in Korea, but his family is stationed, or they're not stationed, but he put them in Vegas with the
Mhm.
intentions of coming back to Vegas. I don't know which base, probably Nellis.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he's Army. So there is a fam camp there. I've looked at it. It gets good reviews. I don't know how far that is from downtown, but I think camping there and dispatching the Jeep is doable.
Mhm.
So I could see myself in Vegas.
All right.
Not like right now, but
Mobile.
There's some good camping I can
It's
show you
going
around the
mobile,
Vegas
not
area.
yeah.
Awesome. Because I've never been.
I've only driven the strip with a camper down and back and continued on, just to say I've been to Vegas.
The best parts of Vegas is the food and the shows. So, and you guys are veterans. VetTix always has shows for free in Vegas, and they're
Nice.
all good. I always tell everyone, forget about gambling, just go to a show and go to a really nice meal.
That's
what I
what
wanna
we're
do.
interested in anyway. Yeah,
I don't
If you do that,
gamble.
you're gonna have fun.
cool.
All right. I'm ready.
All right. Are we done?
I
Did
think
we
so.
cover everything? Well, I would like to thank Madam Mayor's Adventures for having us tonight and letting us come in and talk about cruising.
Oh,
Well, thank you
Thank
for
you.
joining us. It's
We
been a
enjoyed
lot
it.
of fun. I've got a big list now of everywhere I want to go.
Well, if you guys will stay on the line here, we'll talk a little bit more about this camping. But I'll go ahead and close out the stream. So thanks to everybody that was in. Thanks to everybody who's in
Thank
the
you,
chat.
everyone.
You know,
Thank
it
you,
was a great
moderators.
talk tonight.
Bye,
Skipper,
Jason.
thank you for
Yeah,
being in
bye,
here.
Jason.
All right. Well,